What are we doing in the garage today? Hey, we are working on Project 22 Wannabe. So this is a 2000 Subaru Impreza 2.5 RS. It is a two-door, all-wheel drive, 5-speed manual, and it's a car that Subaru made thanks to their 3-time Manufacturers' Cup wins in the World Rally Championships in the years of 95, 96, and 97. So they went about making a wonderful two-door coupe for everybody. Woohoo! Only they made it the 22B in Japan. They made 400 models in Japan along with 3 prototypes. They made, I believe, 20 for the UK, and they also made, I want to say, something like 5 for Australia. So, yeah, Australia, you got lucky enough to get 5. The USA got 0. We got this. We got the 2.5 RS, which was non-turbo, and yeah, so this was a complete car. There's a lot of parts sitting over there that I tore out of here, such as carpet, out. Sound deadening, it's in a bucket. I've been removing it all. Rear panels, removed. Trunk panels removed. Spare tire removed. Everything in the trunk removed. Tail lights removed. I'll be putting those back. But stereo removed. Stereo over here removed. Airbag system removed. Let's see what else is removed. Oh yeah, crash support bumpers in the front. Removed. Crash support bumpers in the rear. Removed. Yeah. So, if you're wondering, what am I doing? I am turning this into a race car. Yes. These are, a lot of people are like, why would you turn it into a race car? It's already a rare car. Because, yes, it is a rare car. This is actually more rare than some exotic cars that come over here. There are actually more models of certain Ferraris than there are of this particular car. In the 4 years that they made this particular car, there was only approximately 14,000 variations of the 2.5 RS from 1998 to 2001. And those consisted of 2 model lines, which were the 2-door coupe and the 4-door sedan. And of those, there was automatic and manual. Now granted, the 2-door manual was the most prolific of the variants because, well, that was what the rally car was. I mean, that was the whole purpose of building the car to begin with. So, I mean, you could pay to add an automatic to it. So yes, while that is more rare, it wasn't as desirable. While yes, it is more rare to have the 4-door version in manual or in automatic, it wasn't more desirable. This is the car platform, the 2-door coupe. This is the platform that won the World Rally Championship 3 years in a row. So that's why these things are rare. They're extremely sought after. Finding one that's in good condition is hard as ever because people bought them off the showroom floor, and they were pretty pricey back in, you know, the late 90s, early 2000s, because the MSRP on this particular model was just under $20,000. And so, I mean, it's not a fast car by any means because it's NA, it's not turbo. But yeah, so it's a 2.5 liter. It is an EJ 251 single overhead cam motor. It does come with the actual cast manifold, not the plastic. But obviously I'm doing some stuff here. Now, the previous owner of this car, prior to me purchasing it, had already put on this AM intake. He also put on some cross-drilled and slotted rotors. Don't know what brand or whatever. So those are the kind of things that I'm not going to change. I mean, I'm going to use them up until they're done. However, when I did buy it, he did put a remanufactured, repopped fender from some brand or whatever, because it did have a front end hit. So you can see a little bit of wrinkling in the metal here, but this was really, really bad before, where the battery had to sit sideways in here because this was all bashed in. So I took my time, I pounded it out. I made cardboard templates of this side to match the angles and down in here along the lines. So this way, when I came over here, I could match it up as much as I possibly could to get it to look exactly the same. And then once I closed it all up, aligned the holes, all the holes now line up compared to when they didn't before. And then I ended up coating it all from where all my hammer marks and everything else were. I also tried to do my best in re-putting these strengthening areas where these come out. Now granted, this isn't going to be as strong as it was originally because there's still a lot of little bends in there. But once again, it's a race car. I don't plan on hitting anybody, but you never know. And besides, I'm getting rid of the crash beams, or the crash bumper beams. Those weigh in at, the front one was 38 pounds, the rear one was 35 pounds. I got the JDM ones where it just pretty much holds the bumper on. They weigh 4 pounds each. So, yeah. Race car. Lose as much weight as possible. So I'm going through getting as much stuff done as I can. I did strip out the airbag system, so there were sensors down here that go along the bumper beam. So all that came out along with the wiring harness that went in on this side. There's one on the additional on the other side. They go inside the firewall, and then that whole system, there's a control module that also has wiring that goes up to the steering wheel airbag, which I removed, and then the passenger side. That's why that panel is missing there. Also did an air conditioning delete. When it did get hit, it had the stock plastic and aluminum radiator. Well, the air conditioning heat exchanger got pushed back into the radiator, which cracked the radiator and also let all the Freon leak out of the air conditioning unit. So both of those things were shot. So the AC system had to go. So the condenser was here, gone. All the piping went back. Went back to here, so I removed this canister and then the two plugs that go in there. I still have to remove all of that from inside the dash. And that's all inside. So lately I've just been working out here trying to get rid of all the, do any type of rust mitigation and everything else I can possibly do. So removing any brackets where I could see a little bit of surface rust, because this car was driven. It's got 132,000 original miles. Granted, it's a 17-year-old car. 132,000 original miles is actually pretty good. So, and just for the fact, like I'll get back to it, but you know, finding one in good shape is extremely hard, and that's just because the people that buy them, if they have a really nice one, they're going to ask outrageous money for it. And I shouldn't say outrageous money. It's justified because they are hard to find. But seeing how this one had been hit, everything else, I mean, it's got some rust that I'm going to be taking care of. Plus, it's got this little dent here. So I need to pop that out. I need to make some patch panels so I can cut out down through here, put a new patch panel in there. A little bit right here. It's not too bad. So I'm going to cut out kind of like a square up to here, down. Actually, I'll probably come up through here and down here. A little bit of rough surface rust up in there. So I'm going to cut all that out, replace that, smooth all this out as best as possible. Because once again, like I said, it is going to be a race car. The back bumper isn't too bad. Oh, then I used my hand to cover it. Sorry about that. But the back's not too bad. It's mainly the wheel wells. So as you can see here, a little bit more surface rust in here. I just got to really clean that up, get rid of the loose stuff. And then this one's not as bad as the other side. I just have to cut there, along there, replace that. This had just a little bit starting right around the thing. I looked on the other side of it. It wasn't that bad on the inside, so coated it, and then I'll end up painting all that. And then once again on this side, cut and paint. But as you can see, the beam on the inside is completely solid. There's no rust on that, so that makes me happy. And that's it, pretty much for the rust. So, but that's it. So this is, once again, another project to go along with Project Steve. Yep, my long-term 1964 Chevrolet C20 Resto Mod project. There's my front bumpers. But yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. And anyway, let me know what you're working on. If you got anything cool going on, leave it in the comments down below. If you've ever worked on any of these cars, let me know also down below. But hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and once again, I'll try to get more content on this channel whenever I can. Seeing how this is just my hobby right now, and hopefully I'll start getting some race video on here as well. So, well, once again, appreciate y'all watching. Changing the all right, I'll stop messing with y'all with this. But anyway, once again, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave some comments, and once again, thanks for watching. Take care, drive safe.